My friends, today I would like to talk to you about Honkai Star Rail. Specifically, I want to talk about the Harmony and Nihility character designs, the last categories left, and we are going to talk about their designs, what we like, what we don't like. If we have any suggestions to improve the design, we'll offer them, and then we will arrange them into the list. This is the last video. We're almost there. We're at the finish line. So, let's get started. Silver Wolf. A very Y2K slash techwear vibe, and you know she's about gaming because she's got the DS with her. She's got the button with the D-pad. She's got the controller over here. She's got the D-pad down here as well. She's got the power buttons down here. You know what she's about. She's got the big old wolf. We got the buttons on the back as well. Got the big old wolf. So, I like it. Now, I do really like halftones because I love pop art and like hyperpop stuff. So, I like that we've got halftones in a few different places, even on the glasses up here. I like these fishnet elements. I like her boots a lot. Shoes, actually. That looks separate. No. There's just a little thing around it. The boots. Okay. I was like, wait, is that where the shoe ends? And then that's like a tall sock? No. It connects under that, it looks like. So we got some nice fishnet elements in here. This dagger down on the leg attached to her community service bracelet, or house arrest bracelet, sorry. Little bit weird, little bit of a weird design choice down there. I guess so you also know she means business. Also got the bop it with her, just in case, you never know. Oh wait, we've got a Pac-Man here as well. We got a little Pac-Man on one of the buttons. She knows what she's about, and I love that for her. Her hair is a bit dull, color-wise. Big ol' hair drill in the back. I like hair drills as well, so that's nice. We get to see Bronya today, who has 3 hair drills. That's very exciting. Hair color's just a bit dull. I get she's Silver Wolf, so she has silver hair, but bit dull. Just a bit dull. Also, her, like, necklace thing, which I always think is like headphones until I look at them closer and I'm like, no, they don't. This looks like a weird bracelet thing. Just kind of bothers me. Just looks a bit weird. We got some halftones back there as well. Love the fur on the coat, you know. We got some, a few different textures in here. We got some leather, some fur, some fabric. I like the garment through the belt as well, and it's got the halftones on it. I like the halftones. Just gives her a bit more movement and drama with this, like, tassel over here as well. It's a solid, simple look. You know, not doing anything crazy, but you don't have to do anything crazy to look fashionable at the same time. Not really pushing it super hard, but I do like her design. I think she's like a low A, you know. Solid, simple look, but you know, it's good. It also feels very personalized to her, and I like when the outfit feels personalized with all these like gaming elements on it. Like, you know what she's about. It does feel very personal. Bronya. So, 3 hair drills. The audacity, the sheer nerve required to have 3 hair drills. This is the kind of greed they talk about in the Bible, to have 3 hair drills. So there's a lot of aesthetic overlap with Gepard. Like, some of these elements are just straight up on Gepard's outfit, like this fur thing with the, like, big old clasp. This, like, 3-layered thing on the arm. Big overlap with Gepard. Does make her look very important, very royal. And she is the heir to the Supreme Guardian of Belobog, so she should look pretty important. Her boots... Love the boots. The boots are fantastic. This sort of thing on her chest, I've never liked particularly because it's sort of, whenever I look at it, I'm like, why is your mask down there? And then I'm like, oh, no, it's not a mask. It looks kind of weird to me. It's just a bit of a weird mishmash of shapes and colors that I've never been particularly fond of. The blue, gold, white is a great color. We love that. I like the sort of stockings on the arms. Just breaks them up a little bit. So, decent body confidence, even though she's actually mostly covered up. We get just a little peek of it. It is a bit outrageous that when you're on the ice-cold planet, you're just wearing stockings and not pants. You know, I guess she's not being, like, princess. She's not expected to be outdoors very much, so I guess it's not as egregious as it could be, but, you know, a lot of the Bellabog ladies are not as dressed as appropriately for the climate as you would expect them to be. But, you know, what can you do? Clara was there with her grippers out. You know, it could be worse. It could be worse. The back, aside from the hair drills, is a bit plain. I would have liked to see some more patterning on the back of the dress. It's not, like, nothing. We've got all these straps and everything back here, but some kind of patterning, texturing on the dress would have been nice in the back. I do like the very rich blue on the inside that sort of makes her legs pop out a little bit more as well, since they've got these, like, gold and black elements. Black elements. They are just black boots. She is wearing heels, but they're not at least not stiletto heels. And which is funny, really, because being the princess, she's one of the ones that you could more easily justify putting in heels, and yet they didn't, so... Or stiletto heels, I should say. I really like her earrings. They look a little impractical. I feel like these would get mad annoying to wear, but I do like them. They do look good, at the very least. And, yeah, I like it. It reminds me of Gepard's a lot. I mean, they're clearly meant to be aesthetically very similar. And I like Gepard's outfit, so I like this one too. I like it less, because it doesn't give me Paladin vibes, and I like Paladins. But, you know, it's good. Nice mix of fabrics again, because we've got the leather, the hardware, the fur, the fabric. Crystals, you know, are in there as well. It's really this thing that bothers me. I really hate this, like, one thing on her, and I really don't have much else to complain about the rest. A little more patterning in the back would be nice, but is also not the end of the world. I just really don't like this. And, like, that's a really petty gripe, and very specific to me, but I just kind of don't like it, man. She's probably like, I like her less than boot hell. But I like her more than fine on. Yeah, that feels right. Next up is Welt. And Welt, I like him, but man, we have desperately got to get my man a new outfit. This fit? Pretty fucking boring, dude. Pretty college professor, you know? And, like, I get it. It's to make him look, like, serious and intelligent and like he's, like, in charge and all that. I get it. But would it kill you to put, like, a splash of color in here somewhere? Just a little something? I do like his big cape poncho thing. That's nice. You know, we got a little bit of something in there. All the tassels in the back and everything. That's cool. I kind of like these, like, button motifs that he's got repeated throughout. These, like, funky button shapes. That's cool and all. But, you know, I'm gonna, like, this guy's gonna... He's just a college professor. There's not much to say, to be honest with you. Like, threw some straps in there. The old classic. What do we do to make this character look a little bit more exciting? Throw some straps on there, brother. Couldn't at least give him, like, the suede elbows or something? Come on, man. I kind of wish we saw more of this, like, big... Looks like metal bodysuit that he's got on underneath. You know, we see like just a little bit of it. I feel like that would be more interesting to see than kind of this nothing else that's really going on back here. You know, it looks like it connects over here, maybe, to this as well. Hard to say, seeing as I can't tell if this is, like, connected in the shoulders or not. This is, like, broken up a little bit. Maybe. Who knows? Got the one glove. That's his one eccentric character design choice that he's allowed to have. He's got a little bit of gray highlight in his hair. You know? Like, this, it's, what do you want me to say? He's wearing black-gray, a black-gray professor outfit, and he's got, like, a poncho. That's it. Like, he's not even just doing a suit, really. Like, it's kind of a suit, but it's kind of not at the same time. I find this waistline really unfulfilling. Just like this super straight line right at the waist. Like, it's not even like tucked in. That's just like the cut of the shirt or the vest. I find that really unfulfilling. I would like this front part to dangle down a little bit more, just so it isn't so like perfectly measured straight across. It's a little weird to me. But man, he's just got nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. We desperately need to get this guy just like a new outfit. Just like really anything. And like, he's kind of like an artist. Like, he's got an artist thing going on as a character. And like, none of that is really reflected in his outfit at all. Like, you wouldn't look at Welt and be like, oh yeah, this is a guy that like draws in sketches. You know? You expect, like, a slightly more... You expect, like, something. Like, one eccentric character piece that isn't just, like, a glove in there somewhere. But he's got nothing, man. Just looks super serious, super plain, super boring. We desperately need to get this guy, like, a whole new outfit. I like him, but his outfit is so boring, dude. Why have I got this guy up here? Get him down there. I hate that guy. Asta. Now, Asta has got a lot going on in the skirt region. This is kind of a visual mess. There's just like a lot of bright colors and overlapping elements all right next to each other, and it gets a little visually hard to pick everything apart at a glance. It's got the bright purple, bright pink, gold, bright pink strap, gold strap, blue strap, this big old thing right here, the sheer element over here, or like glossy see-through element. The badge is like kind of cutting into it as well. There's just like way too much going on in this area right here. Similar complaint to what I had with Seeley, where it's just like right around here. This is too much. I think if you just took the straps off this part, that would help. There's just like a little bit too much going on here. And like this part on the inside has like a frilly element to it as well. Just a lot going on in there, man. I like the colors a lot. I like the hot pink. That's a favorite color of mine. And I do like this patterning right here. She's got an astronomer thing going on, and this is like, you know, an astronomy shape. We got a little bit going on back here as well. Kind of looks like she should have a tail, honestly. This looks like something a tail would poke through. It's a little bit low, but, you know, it kind of looks like she should have a tail. And then we got more straps dangling in the back here. A lot of straps on this design. We got some straps on the arms as well. And then a couple bracelets as well. A lot going on right there. And then we got the bow. And there's kind of nothing going on in, like, the midsection, apart from the bow and the belt. She's got a little collar on as well. That's nice. Yeah, so we've got that sort of very traditional Hoyo middle female structure to this outfit, which I'm not crazy about. We got the very bare legs. This arm looks super bare as well. It really feels like there should be something going on this arm, but there's like nothing going on. I feel like these should be over here or something, because this arm has a little bit more fabric going on. This arm just looks really bare in comparison. So I kind of feel like those should be over there. Or maybe put one of these straps that we've got too many of here and put one over there or something. You know, this just feels a little bare in comparison. And then the legs. You know I hate the super bare legs. And these legs, these are some bare legs. It's not as bad as it could be, because the cut on this is pretty long, so it kind of obscures a lot of the one leg, but man, super bare legs. Her shoes aren't even good. These are some of the most dull shoes we've seen so far. They've got a bit of an interesting shape, but man, those are some dull shoes. Put some stockings on this woman at least, or something. Stockings maybe would be a bit incongruent with her character. Put something here, man. Give her like a bodysuit or something. Like, you know, like full bodysuit maybe. Just something. Like, straighten this area out. Take these straps off. Put them somewhere else if they must be here. Maybe just have like a full dangling set back here or something. Like unclip them at the front. And then just add them to the dangling elements in the back. Because this area, just a little too much. I think I would put this a little bit more on the side of the hip as well, rather than the front, because this is just all a little bit too much for my taste. And we gotta put something on these legs, man. We could put her in pants. You know, I like when the women have pants on. That's always a novelty with Hoyo. I don't like it very much. A little bit too much going on, and also just a very similar structure to what we're very used to seeing with Hoyo females. Pella. Now, you live on Belobog, the ice planet, and you tell me this is what you're gonna wear. Now, I get you're an intelligence officer, so you're also probably not gonna be working outside super much, but this is it. You know, you don't want at least some taller boots or a slightly longer dress. So Pella is really boring. She's got that dress structure that we always see. She at least has stockings on. I like stockings more than just bare legs, even if it is just bare stockings. It's just a little bit more interesting. I do like these kind of shapes, these little shapey shapes in the hair. That's nice. That's fun. And then there's kind of nothing else going on. The hat's okay. I'm not crazy about the hat, but hey, she at least has a hat. I do like the big old round glasses. Those are nice. You know she's meant to be intelligent because she's got the big, thick glasses on. You know, she's got the Okarun special glasses on. And we've got some visual overlap with the other Silvermane guys, because we've got the kind of this thing that we've seen on both Gepard and Bronya. We've got this sort of segmented sleeve type thing back here, even though this isn't really a sleeve, I don't think. No, it is. It kind of is. This is a confusing thing back here. Is this a cape or is this a sleeve? Because it does look like you could wear it as a sleeve. But it also doesn't really look like a sleeve either. This is a slightly strange thing. I think it is meant to be a sleeve. She just isn't wearing it as a sleeve. I think I would like it more if she was wearing these. Please. Stop complaining. This cat, man. I think I would like it more if she was wearing these, because it would give her a pretty interesting silhouette if she had some big old poofy sleeves that were way too big for her. That would be a nice kind of little design thing going on. Because as it is currently, she has like nothing going on except that she has glasses. So I think I would like it more if she was wearing these. Other than that, I have nothing to say. This is a very boring outfit. Like, there's nothing going on. She doesn't even really have very many accessories. You know, the one this is a very symmetrical design. I should say that, because all her accessories are also symmetrical. And she's a very serious character, so you would expect a very serious, straight, symmetrical outfit. This This is about as symmetric as it gets. Even the hair clips are symmetrical. So, you know, that's cool. I like that, at least. Because that's fitting with the character, but man, just nothing going on. Just put these sleeves on. I think just putting those sleeves on would be a pretty big improvement, actually, because then there would be kind of like a whoa kind of standout element about the outfit, but as it is, there's nothing. There's nothing? There's nothing. She's not that high up, let's be real. She's more like down here. Sampo. I really don't like Sampo's design. What is going on here? Like, what is all of this? Please explain yourself to me. It's a mess, frankly, and I hate everything about it. I don't like this weird, like, super cropped black thing in here. I don't like this, like, scrap of fabric that just looks taped to the front of him. I don't like these shapes, these, like, metal hardware bits here. I don't care for the shape of them very much. I don't like this, because it just looks like a mess of metal. Like, it doesn't look structured to me in any kind of way. It just kind of looks like a very higgledy-piggledy mess of shapes. Same with this belt here, or this buckle here. I don't like it. I do like the red cropped jacket. The red plays very nice with the purple that they have chosen. That's good. And we like a cropped jacket. A little unusual as well, because it's like a cropped jacket that turns into a tailcoat in the back. And we've got some interesting cutout elements on it as well. So I do like that. Then there's nothing going on in the lower half of his body. We've got this here. It's like strap and like holster. And then two straps around the knees as well for some reason. And then just we bolted two big metal pieces to his shoes as well. But like this whole thing down here, nothing going on. And then this, I hate it. I really hate it. You know, I like the two-tone to his hair, the like frosted tips. That's nice. I like his sleepy eyes. I hate it. I would, honestly, I would throw him in the trash and start again. I like the jacket. Maybe the jacket can stay. Everything else, I don't like it. I don't like it. And, like, the jacket almost offends me. Because it's got, like, the statement jacket. And then, like, nothing else. Like, dull colors, weird higgledy-piggledy shapes just kind of all thrown together. Like, this just strap, this, like, piece of fabric just strapped to the front of him that, like, doesn't look like it connects to anything anywhere else. I hate it. I would throw him in the trash and start again. I really hate Sampo's design. Now, I don't hate him more than Ratio, but that's a bias thing. I just hate that guy so fucking much. But Sampo's design, it's like repellent. I hate it. Ting Yun. I like Ting Yun's design. Very nice colors. Red, gold, black, white, you know, a classic combination of colors. We love to see it. We've got a lot of gold detailing in here as well. I like the big old jade bangle right there as well. And then the earrings as well. You've got these like slight pops of blue against this otherwise very red character design, which just sort of, you know, a little bit of visual interest in there. Very disappointing that the animal elements do not have any kind of accessories on them, but we must respect the sheer size of this tail. The floof on this tail is pretty unreal. We must respect that. Her neck is very unguarded, which I feel like could cause problems. The shoes do have this problem of she's very white, and then this is a very white outfit design choice right here. So you kind of lose this shape against her skin. Would like to see this kind of either be a slightly different color. Like, I feel like it could be this darker fabric color down here as well. Or break up the edge. Take some of the black, gold, red, whichever you like, and just kind of outline it so it kind of pulls it away from the skin tone a little bit. Just you know, you lose it a little bit. Kind of a problem you get in this, like, midsection a little bit as well, but not so much the end of the world because there's a lot of stuff around it. I like the white to red in the back here on these flowing pieces of fabric. Very strong silhouette with the big old ears and then all these flowing elements back here as well. Gives her a lot of drama, a lot of movement. And I like this as well. This kind of like eye hair design or hair ornament back here. Very nice. Slightly unusual hair ornaments in general because you've got these coming in from the bottom, whereas usually with a ponytail you see like the prongs going through the sides. So a slightly unusual hair ornament choice, which I like to see. And it does have that problem of being the very typical kind of dress structure. But it does feel very put together and elegant with all these flowing pieces of fabric and these like sheer elements back here as well. It's not just a super plain dress. And then you've got like a lot of accessories on here as well with all the ribbons, things on the arms, bangles, dangling elements, tassels, you know, strips of fabric everywhere. It's a typical structure, which is a bit boring, but, you know, doing something to elevate it at least. I feel like really it's just the legs that let it down because they're very bare. I feel like this is a character that would look a lot better with stockings. Or just, you know, if these weren't so blended in with her skin tone, that would help. I think you fix that. This is a pretty solid design. Really not a lot to complain about other than the legs, and it is a bit of a boring structure to the dress, but, you know, we're doing something a little bit more interesting, which we like to see. It isn't literally just the dress. And it just makes her feel very elegant, you know. Elegant, important. It's a luxurious outfit. That's the word I'm looking for. I do like it. I like Ting Yun a lot. But I feel like the exposed neck might be a bit of a problem. She's higher than that. She's not below Hook. What am I talking about? She's like up there. Yukon. Now, the legs are immediately disappointing. You know, I'm not crazy about that whole thing right there. She is archer. She's an archer. Dead shot. So she's got the archery glove. I like that. I like when we have the at least like one element in there that kind of helps sell archery a little bit. So the glove helps. I do like this garter element right here. All these straps converging to this kind of jade tassel. That's very nice. And I like her hair color. It's unusual, obviously, but not like crazy wow. You know, it's unusual in kind of a subdued way. It just gives a bit more interest. Love her hair, her ear accessories. These big earrings that kind of like shape to it. Those are great. Love that a lot. And this in the back as well. Nothing on the tail. You know, a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. And just kind of a lot of interesting shapes going on in the dress in the midsection here. Some nice cutouts on the hips. A lot of body confidence with this outfit. Love that for her. This kind of like little sheer element in the dangling part is also kind of nice as well. Just kind of gives that area a little bit more visual interest. Fur collar. Very nice, like the fur collar. Her eyes, I do quite like as well. They're a little more on the plain side for Hoyo characters, but, you know, this, like, diamond shape in here. I really like square eyes. So, you know, these, like, really angular irises I like a lot. I feel like she does need something here. Like a necklace. Maybe just move this into a necklace instead. And again, it's meant to be kind of like a badge sort of thing. Or a medal. But I feel like that would be better here, just to kind of break up this space a little bit. Because it's not like she's doing a full boob window, right? The boobs are covered up, so this area just feels a little vacant, like something should be here and it isn't. These legs, man. The shoes, man. Probably not a character that should be wearing high heels, but what can you do? And I do like these cutout elements in the tails, and then this kind of repeating shape, like bat shape. That's fun. That's a little interesting kind of extra thing. And then it's kind of here as well. It's fine. You know, it's really, you know, there's a lot going on up here. Then you get to the legs. There's, like, nothing going on. There's not even, like, patterning on these, like, tail elements. There's the cutouts. That's nice. But, like, then they, apart from that, they're kind of just, like, strips of fabric. You know, a little disappointing. When you look at how much is going on here, compared to here. Put her in pants or stockings or something. Just, like, break this up a little bit. You know, maybe make this a bit longer and a bit more full. Like, you could do more of this patterning on it then, that we've got here, if you made this longer. And it would help kind of, like, cover up these super bare, dull legs. And, like, honestly, just give her some more interesting shoes. Put something here in this big old vacant space. It's fine. You know. She's a 4-star. You don't expect her to be super overdressed, but, man, just a little unfulfilling. Kafka. That's mommy. Everybody loves Kafka. So, first off, high-waisted pants. I love high-waisted pants, especially on female characters. It just gives such a nice shape and silhouette to the outfit. I love it. Now, we've got a big spider motif with the webs on the coat, gloves, big old spider in the back here as well. I wish this stocking had a spider web pattern on it. In probably black, not this silver. Just like a black spider web pattern on this stocking, I think would look really good. I get it. It might look a little. That might be a little overkill on it, but on the whole spider pattern that we've got going on here. But you know, I feel like that would help a lot. I do like the asymmetry in the legs. She's got nice stockings, a slightly unusual color to the stockings, and then. Love the boot situation here. That's nice. We got a spider here as well. A little less obviously a spider, but it is still a spider. And we got the webs on the shoes as well. So we got a big coordination on that. Got a lot of straps. The glasses on the head, very cool. And then the sort of nothing eyes, you know, gives her a very weird vibe, which she's kind of meant to have. And then we've got the butterfly here as well, you know, to go along with the webs, you know. Butterfly getting caught in the web, you know, that's kind of the design thing we've got going on here. We aren't fully wearing the jacket as a cape because these sleeves are actually being worn, which is, I think, a bit disappointing. I kind of wish she was just wearing the jacket as if it was a cape fully. Because that's just one of those design things that I really like, you know. This is also a character that should probably be wearing, like, stiletto heels. The wedge heels? I think she should have sharp heels. She's just like that kind of character, you know. We get a lot of squish in the thighs with all these straps. That's nice. We like the thigh squish. And, you know, Kafka looks great. You know, I'm not going to come in here and tell you Kafka looks bad, because that would be outrageous. I just wish that this stocking had a spider web on it, and that she was fully wearing the coat as if it was a cape. But other than that, she looks great. This is a very high fashion kind of outfit. You know, she looks like she could be on a runway. It's great. Mommy's great. We all love Mommy. She's the first S we've had in a while, actually. Who was the last S we put on here? Oh, it was you. You were the last one, I think. I like her more than Rappa. I don't like her more than Adventurine. adventuring. I always do that with him for some reason. Adventuring. Yep, she looks right. You know, obviously, everybody loves Kafka. Everybody loves Kafka. Luca. Basically just kind of looks like grown-up Bennett if he was more committed to his element. I don't like it. I don't like it particularly. The arm is kind of interesting, but like this ripped vest with the other vest underneath it. Okay, you know, you're just gonna be wearing two vests like that, and I don't particularly care for this like lava crack design. It's fine on the arm because this is like robotic, right? That's fine. I'm fine with it there. But like on your fucking vest and like boot or like chap, that's not even your boot. Like your one half of your chaps. I don't like it. I like this belt. That's fun. That's a big old belt. I like a big old belt. Little unusual design in there. You know, I do like the kind of pops of blue in the rest of this very red outfit. The shoes are fine. Almost said boots again. These are just kind of shoes. They're fine. I like this glove. That glove's nice. I like that he has a lot of earrings. You know, that's fun. This big dog tag type thing, that's also fun. I don't like it. I really don't like it. This is up there with Sampo for me, where I would just kind of start again on this guy. Like, this outfit is, like, really ugly. Like, I hate the firecrack pattern. I hate that we've got the ripped vest over another vest. I don't like these brown pants. This kind of gradient on them is nice and all, but like the brown with this like tan vest, I hate it. I really don't like it. This like chaps, but it's only on one leg. I don't like it. I hate mostly everything. Even the arm, like, it's the part I like the most about his outfit, but like I would redesign the arm as well, probably. I just the ponytail can stay. That's just for my girlfriend. But that can stay. Everything else is going in the trash. I really hate him. Like, I don't hate him as much as Sampo, but it's hideous, dude. Just a terrible combination of choices. Guinevere? This is one I've got no hope on. That Guinevere? Yeah, Guinevere. That's close enough. So, we've got the Hoyo dress. That structure. That's unfortunate. The legs, they aren't just bare. Fantastic. She's wearing stockings, got a bit of a garter. The dress has a slightly longer cut with these elements, so it's not so nothing going on in the legs. Great, great. I do like the red with like the sprinkling of this green in here. A little bit of a complementary color to the red. Does make her look very Christmas themed, you know. Red and green just kind of reminds you of that, especially with like the bow right here. Big Christmas vibes I get from her, which I don't think is the intent, but it is what I get. And this hair ornament, I like. Big old flower, feathers, tassels. Got a lot going on up there. She's got earrings. Enhance. Yes, she does. An unusual earring as well, so I like to see that. Eyes are a little plain. I do like the angular pupils, which are maybe more common than I thought they were, actually. I like the gloves. A little bit unusual with the thumb exposed on them. That's nice. She feels like she should have more accessories. Because the arms look a little on the bare side. The shoulders also look a little bit bare. You know, just maybe some more gold elements, some ribbons, perhaps. More of these, like, bows. Just, yeah. These arms look really bare. Shoulders look really bare. The necklace is, like, nice. We got a little bit of a fire kind of necklace choker thing in here. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, really not. I haven't got much to say. It's like the Hoyo dress. And, like, we're doing some things. Like, we have some interesting cutouts in here. Couple statement pieces. But it's like, it's the Hoyo dress. And this one is not being especially elevated. But I must respect that we don't just have super bare legs. That's at least nice. But, yeah. Acheron. The Raiden Shogun for this game. And this is maybe a little bit of a hot take. I've never really gotten Acheron's appeal, particularly. She is fine, but like, this is one of those characters that some people go crazy over, and I've never really gotten it. So, anyway, spiky glove. I love it. I love the clawed glove. A lot of asymmetry in her design. The boots, the jacket, the shirt, the way she's wearing this, the pants, the tattoo, the patterning on the back. Or, well, this is just on that sleeve. That's not on the patterning on the back. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I do really like the colors that we've chosen. They're blue and purple and black, you know, that's fine. It's like the shades. These are very deep, rich colors that we've chosen. Like, on the belt right here, these, like, blue X's. That's an excellent shade of blue. I very much like it. And then back here as well, like, this patterning is nice, but, like, the colors... I like it. I like it a lot. And I feel like there should be more patterning on the jacket part. So this part at the bottom is fine, but then this big ol' nothing section. Not crazy about that. And then, you know, apart from the jacket, there's not too much else going on, really. Like, the jacket's the big thing. And then this separated glove. But then apart from that, we've got, like, hot pants, which I don't particularly care for, with an interesting belt. I'll give it that. And then, like, a bra tank top kind of thing going on underneath. Like, if you took the jacket off of her, there's really not much else to report here. She would just look like a more dull version of Silverwolf, or her kind of outfit. I've always found it a bit lacking. To be fair, I'm not 100% sure what I would do at the same time to spice it up. I do also like that the jacket is kind of like a jacket-dress hybrid kind of thing, right? Like, it gives dress in the lower half, but jacket in the top half. That's nice. But I don't know, man. I've just always found Acheron a little bit unfulfilling. And I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know what... Gun to my head, I don't know what I would say to do. I do like her eye, by the way. It's kind of like black hole effect in there. That's nice. I don't, gun to my head, I don't know what I would say to add to improve it. I think this is just a personal taste kind of thing, where, like, I really do like the jacket and the glove, but then nothing else is going on in here that I particularly like. I think if you made these high-waisted, that would help a lot for me. Made these shorts high-waisted. I think maybe it's the shorts. I think it might be mostly the shorts, actually. I just don't care for them. I never do. Yeah, this is just like a worse version of Raiden to me, basically. Like, she gives the Raiden vibe, but with like less design going on in here. Just fine. She's okay, but I'm gonna put her like down here, actually. That's probably my hottest take. I don't really care for Acheron's design. She's just like a straight downgrade from Raiden, in my opinion. Then Black Swan, Acheron's girlfriend. I don't really like this one either. Because there's like not a lot going on. She's got the shawl as like her one interesting thing. And, well, okay, that's unfair, because we've also got this, like, stained glass mirror neck piece in here as well, and the rose on the stomach, or flower kind of design on the stomach. So, you know, that's unfair. It's not just the shawl. The shawl also kind of, this has got a bit up here, and then that kind of accessorizes with the part here. But then there's, like, nothing else going on. We've got some, like, interesting boots. I like the patterning at the top. I like the cutouts. And then we got the little pattern at the bottom as well. That's fun. That's nice. But, like, there's no accessories. There's very little patterning. There's very little detailing. You know, you get some cutouts, and you get, like, these couple stained glass bits. There's like a little bit of patterning, but like it's so plain. Like, this feels like the first or second draft of the character to me, where like we've got the vibe we're going for, which is like a mystical woman, but we have like done very little with that. Like, we didn't put any accessories on. We only put, like, a couple design motifs. I don't... Like, we gotta iterate on this a little bit more. Put, like, the energy of these stained glass bits. Can we get more of that? Can we carry that energy through the rest of the outfit? Put some patterning on these, these fabrics anywhere, please? Like, just... nothing? Just like straight purple? Just like huge pieces of purple fabric with nothing breaking them up, really? Man. Come on. Just like, give me something to work with here, please. She can go with her girlfriend. Anya. Alright, now we've got something going on. Now we've got something interesting. We've got a lot of... we've gone from no detailing to a lot of detailing on this character. So, I like the head region. She got quite striking eyes with the blue pupils. Got there in the end. I like these feathered, tasseled things that she's got going on, and then repeated in the back as well. I like that. And then, like, we just went crazy with the gold detailing. We put gold detailing everywhere, dude. Everywhere there is fabric, there will be gold detailing on it somewhere. And we got the big old yin-yang in the belt area. The belt's very nice. I like the fabric tucked in that, you know, connects all the way in the back. The back is interesting. The back is almost more interesting than the front, because we've gone, like, real crazy back here. Great shape for this tail element right here. Like, cutouts, the geometric patterns. Like, the back is almost better than the front. And a little bit of a tattoo. Nice. The boots feel a little plain in comparison to the body piece. You know, they're not terrible. Just compared to, like, the over-the-top, like, opulent design up here, the boots feel very plain in comparison. Legs are also quite bare. They are at least broken up a little bit by the... What do you call this? The name escapes me. This draping piece of fabric. And the tattoo helps a little bit as well, but the legs are a little on the bare side. It does have a pretty strong silhouette because of, like, the hanging elements, and then the shape of the tail element gives her a nice silhouette. The little almost horns as well help with that. Very good, very good. Just a lot of, like, very nice detailing, basically. And not, you know, we've got a pretty dress structure that we've seen a lot before, but it's not like the super short version. And we've just gone to town with the detailing. I really like the gloves, actually, as well. These, like, big, heavy bracelets, and then, like, the connecting rings all along each of the fingers. Very good. Makes it feel very structured, rigid, put together kind of vibe. It's good. It's good. And I like the gradient effects on the blue, or the black blue going into the lighter blue. Very good, very good. Good colors, good patterning. I think I do like the back more than the front now that I'm thinking about it. Like, lots of layering, good cuts, interesting shapes, crazy detailing. Like, the back feels... There's just a lot going on in the back. Just a lot going on in the back. I think it's a little bit of a shame that this ponytail covers so much of this. So I would probably, like, give her, like, a higher ponytail rather than letting it dangle down, because I think that it getting in the way of all of this detailing is a little bit of a shame. But Hanya's got a solid design. I would just, like, do something to pretty these boots up a little bit more. I think they're quite plain. But I like her design for much the same reason as I like Jinyu. Because it's a similar kind of design to hers. So, pretty similar to me. Hers is better. But they have a very similar kind of vibe. Ron Mei. This is Herta's girlfriend. Now, it's a nice dress. It's a nice, solid dress. And it's personalized because she's like a scientist. So we've got DNA patterning in here. So that's a nice little customization. A little bit of a personalization to this otherwise very traditional feeling dress. Little DNA strands, you know. That's cool. The legs. Don't like them. I don't like them. Just nothing. Little DNA strand garter piece is nice as well, but like nothing, huh? Just nothing else? Nothing. We can't even maybe give her boots or something? Like, maybe more of a garter element? You know? Just plain old bare legs, huh? It's just, you know, it would be fine if it wasn't, like, every female character. You know? It's, like, the most recurring complaint I have, because it just is, like, every one of them, almost, where it's just, like, bare legs. And I know, look, I know why. I know why they're doing that. Because it sells. But it really do be like, you get one girl with, like, covered or interesting legs for, like, every 6 that just have, like, pure plain legs that are just coming straight at us. It gets very repetitive. You know? It's very repetitive. Apart from that, I wish these gloves were a little taller, I think. I think these would look nice going, like, most of the way up her arm. And we got a little DNA here. You know, we've got solid accessorizing with the DNA strand kind of thing going on. I like the bead necklace. I like the shoulder elements to the dress. And then, you know, we've just got nice patterning. And the flower and everything. We just got nice patterning. I like these, like, this, like, stocking kind of element bodysuit thing we've got going on with these cutouts in here. Would be a nice little peak of body confidence, but then we just got the plain old legs, so it kind of undermines that a little bit when you're just kind of giving it all away down here. You know, I think just like a little peek is more interesting than just giving the whole fucking kit and caboodle away. I do like the highlights in the hair. Those are nice. Got a little bit of an under highlight as well with these bits. Not like a proper under highlight, but a little bit. You know, just the highlights helps make the hair a little bit more interesting. She has quite good eyes. A little bit of a mix of colors in there, like the ruby. And then like this thing at the back here, this like, I like this kind of connection between the two hanging elements. That's nice. That's fun. It's just kind of boring. Like, compared to Herda, Ranmei is really not slaying, you know? She could be doing a lot more. It's not terrible, but like, she's really not doing very much to elevate that look at the same time. More accessories, cover these legs up, you know, something. At least does have some nice customization, personalization in there, but... Sparkle. So Sparkle's got a pretty fun, energetic design. She's got the Kitsune mask, so that you know she's a tricksy kind of character. It's a very vibrant outfit. Sparkle has very good eyes, with this, like, butterfly pattern in there and the makeup underneath. That's very good. Also gives her the makeup gives her a little bit of a clown vibe, you know? Just kind of reminds me of that. Maybe it's just because she's so fucking white, she looks like she's wearing makeup at the same time. The mask is obviously the main, like, accessory she's got on there. And the mask looks great. Obviously nothing to complain about with the mask. We got a big bell coordination here. We got a bell here, 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 here. There's one in the back. There's one in the back, too. So big accessory coordination. I like this ball here. This, like, fishball bowl thing. I don't really know what it's about. This is maybe a cultural thing that I don't get, but I do like it. It's just a bit unusual. Got kind of a fish vibe in general, honestly, because these pink fabric pieces kind of remind me of like mermaid or fish kind of gill kind of vibes, you know, fish scales, gills, that kind of thing. And then conversely, though, the top looks a bit like a flower to me, with like this, all these cuts of fabric kind of look like a flower, like the segments on a flower. And we've got big flower motif in general. That's kind of a repeated thing all throughout. I also like these geometric hexagon shapes that we've got repeated throughout as well. I like geometric shapes in general. Got a little bit of a tattoo. Not much of one, but I respect a tattoo in general. Always like a tattoo. A little bit fishy with, like, the netting as well. Like, we got a lot of, like, nets on, like, the leg region down here. Legs are plain. Legs are plain. Broken up a little bit because we got a bit of a longer cut in the front, and then, like, the ropes help break it up a little bit. But, you know. Still do kind of hate the bare legs. And then get the belt work. The obi? Is that what this type of belt's called? Whatever. You know, this traditional belt gives it a traditional vibe, but it's got a very modern slant with the kind of everything else going on with it, really. The cut of it. And then, like, all the, like, accessories, kind of, like the geometric patterns that are on it. The, the cut of the dress gives it a more modern feel. So it feels traditional but modern at the same time, which is something that I think has been a bit lacking with some of these dress designs. A lot of them have felt just very traditional. I don't feel like we've done as much to differentiate the dresses, especially on like the middle females. But yeah, Sparkle is good. Really nothing to complain about with like the core outfit itself. The legs are just a bit plain. But it's good. It's solid. It's got a bit of the Hoyo middle female dress syndrome, but like there's some interesting design elements in here with the mask, the ball, the accessories, the ropes, and everything. And then we just got some like the slight fish motif. Oh, he's got some nice patterning, nice flowing elements. You know, I like the pigtails as well. Not usually something I go for, but I do think it suits her. Sparkle's good. Really not a lot to complain about with Sparkle. She's probably like there. Robin. Now, it must be pointed out. Enhance. Zoom. Enhance. She has the lesbian flag on her makeup. So, she's big game. I'm sorry. You don't just put the lesbian flag on a character in their makeup and they're a straight character. You can't do it. It just doesn't work like that. She has good eyes in general, with the, like, star pattern in them and everything. Very good eyes. Very good eyes. Now, very much gives musician, with the big old musical note and then, like, the lines, you know, the chord lines going through there. Gives magician. She's got the halo as well, and like the the earrings, the head feathers or head wings. So you get the angelic vibe from her, especially with like all the light colors in there. It does have the dress, you know, it's the dress shape in there. And I do like this whole like purple element over here. Like that's great. But then the rest, just like plain with a bit of a wing motif in there, man, that's a kind of a snoozer. Got a little bit of patterning at the very least, but like the energy of this segment is not continued throughout the rest of the dress, which is a little bit disappointing. I do very much like this star effect. This kind of like punch through effect that we've got on these dangling parts back here. That's very good. Like that a lot. I do like these big poofy arms that have got the kind of star galaxy kind of bracelets holding it together. That's great. And the cut of the fabric in general at the top is very good with all these like ruffled elements and everything. Very good, very good. And I do, of course, like the asymmetry in the dress. And then we got the opera gloves with a little bit of extra as well, because we got the beads. Or the pearls, and then we got some interesting shapes on this one. And this one as well, but more so with this one. That's great. The problem for me is just that the rest of the dress is a little plain. The legs are also really bare, but like, they're mostly covered up. It's not the end of the world. The shoes are fitting for this kind of character, so, you know, this is all fine. I like that the shoes are a little asymmetric as well. I just kind of wish we had more of this energy in the rest of the outfit. I guess that kind of makes this pop out more, but the plain, mostly plain white with just like a little bit of detailing, you know. I think maybe if this was a little bit brighter, like, or darker, I should say, more saturated. The patterning down here, that would help a little bit. Or maybe if you gave it like a gradient effect. It has a little bit of a gradient in it right now, but I think maybe if you gave it more of a gradient effect, that would help a little bit as well. Just like, you know, something. It's like an elegant kind of singer-performer dress, you know, and it gives you the angelic vibe that we're kind of going for with this character. And, you know, we have to respect the sheer audacity to put the lesbian flag on there, and her eyes are great. Her eyes are very good. The thing, I just don't like the structure for the dress, you know, and it's a little plain, but, you know, it's good. It's good. Robin's design is pretty good. She's probably like, she's not up there. She's above you. She's like there. That's feeling about right. Pretty even spread we've got across these three tiers right here. You know. Not so many standouts with the Honkai characters, but the ones that stand out, I think, really do fucking stand out. So, you know, Jiao Chong, Acheron's boyfriend in gameplay. So, it's a bit plain. I do like the red coat. That's good. He's like a healer, and I do get healer from his design, But I don't really know why. You know, unlike someone like Baiju, who, like, looked like he fucking smelt medicinal. No, I do get it. Maybe it's just, like, the white shirt. You know, maybe. I don't know. I do get healer from him, but I couldn't tell you why precisely I do. So I like the jacket. The jacket's... It's got a very interesting cut to it. Because we got this kind of, like, crop bit at the front that transitions into the long part. And then the sleeves... You can kind of, like, not wear the sleeves while wearing the sleeves. We've seen that a few times, actually, haven't we? Where you've got, like, these sleeves that you can kind of wear or not wear, I suppose, depending on your preference. I do kind of just want to touch his jacket. It looks like it would be made out of a very nice material. I kind of just want to, you know, touch it. And we got some good detailing. Oh, it's because he's got a stethoscope. This just looks like a stethoscope. It isn't, but this is a stethoscope. Like, the shape and everything. Ah, now I'm starting to see it. The jacket combined with the shirt combined with the stethoscope. Now I get it. On a subconscious level, I got it. I've only just now gotten it above that. I do like the belt as well. We've got a bit of an interesting choice with this big old hoop. And then this big tasseled element, or this big draped fabric element. And the flower belt buckle thing. Not really the buckle, this is kind of just an accessory that's on the belt. The gold detailing is very nice. We got some patterning in there as well. I do like these pops of blue against the red as well. Then we got the yin-yang in the back here. Very good. I like the hair, actually. It's like braiding with the... ornaments going through. We've got some accessories on the ears. We love to see it. His hair is a little dull, you know. I have this problem with a lot of the Honkai characters where their hair feels very desaturated compared to the rest of them, and he's no exception. The lower half of the body I find a bit unfulfilling as well, because he do kind of just be wearing slacks with like some slightly tall boots. I would like a little bit more patterning down here. You've got some on the inside of the jacket at the very least, but I think I would like some patterning on the boots. And you know, we've done the classic of the designer felt there wasn't much going on with the pants, so we just threw a belt on there and we just threw a strap on the thigh and we said, great, perfect design. The wraps around this hand are a little weird. The glove is fine, and like the bracelet, that's cool and all. But these straps, little weird. Kind of just looks like he's run some duct tape around his hand. Little weird, not crazy about that. And, you know, he's mostly just doing kind of a suited design, but he does have a very strong jacket at the same time. Like all the patterning and detailing, and like, yeah, the jacket looks great. Other than that, he kind of is just wearing a white shirt, slacks, and some plain boots. The belt's nice as well, but like, to be fair, the shirt isn't exactly plain, right? Like, we've got a more traditional kind of vibe. It's not just a plain white shirt he's wearing, but like, compared to the jacket, he'd do just be wearing a white shirt. So the jacket's great. Everything else is a little meh. You know, no, not bad, just a little unambitious, you know. So, the belt's strong. You gotta give him points just for the belt. Or not the belt, the jacket. The belt is also good. But not really pushing it super hard. He's probably about there. Sunday. I hate this fucker. He was mean to my favorite character, so that means I hate him. I'm going to try not to let that taint my opinion, but I do hate this fucker. So we've got the, you know, you can tell this is Robin's brother. We've got big angel vibes, the big halo, the wings, you know, the white and blue and everything. We get it, you know, we get it. You're going for the angel vibe as well. He looks like a Bayonetta character to me. You know, he looks like one of the angels. And he would be like a mid-tier boss, like you'd fight him in the mid-game. Somewhere in that region. The jacket's good. I like the asymmetry in the jacket, because we got the white with the blue. And then we got this big old gold star flower element. It could be a couple different things in there. The halo is like his big thing, obviously. And yeah, halo as a fashion accessory is a bit hard to quantify, but it looks fine. Now, he's got wings, head wings. They're accessorized. He's got like earrings in the head wing, so that's cool. We love when the animal elements have accessories. I like the thorn gold part on the glove here. The gloves in general are pretty good, And the book, you know, book's pretty good. I like this shade of blue we have chosen for the outfit. That's good. And then it really pops on this white side as well with all the gold detailing and everything. Backside, a lot of flowing elements, a lot of drama, a lot of movement back here. The back's a little plain in comparison. I like, there's a big thing on the back here that we don't really get to see because it's covered up by this, like, scarf hood thing he's wearing here, and, like, the draping fabrics are, like, covering this up. Like, this kind of feels like it should be a little bit more on display, no? Like, this is, like, a big part of this jacket's design that we only get to see, like, the lower 2/3 of. Just kind of weird. Kind of wish we got to see the rest of that. And the blue side in general is just way more like this side way more interesting than this side. This side is fine, but like this is where it's got it going on, and that's fine. It's a very asymmetrical design in general, and I generally like it. You know, anything that reminds me of Bayonetta is gonna be good at the bare minimum. You know, like, Bayonetta is just an all-time classic. But I do hate him. I like him about this much. No. I think I do like him more than Boot Hill. His design. If we're rating him, he's going down here. But design-wise, he's like up there. Fuck Sunday. Fugue. Now this is an amazing dress. Absolutely killer. Very beautiful, luxurious, opulent. Other such adjectives like, man. Like, all the flowing fabric and how it overlaps, all the gold detailing, this belt, like the color combination, fucking incredible. Absolutely beautiful dress. You know, this is a very high fashion dress right here. I have never really liked this part at the front. Also, this is Tingyun having recovered from her tragic neck injury. And this part I've never been crazy about. I'm fine with it down here, because you got the same thing on the sleeves. That part doesn't bother me so much. I've never really liked it in the chest area, particularly. Just doesn't quite do it for me. But, like, the dress is fucking incredible, dude. Like, the gold and the black, with, like, the reds popping out in certain parts. The gradient effect on the dress itself. The, like, cut and how everything, like, flows together. It's got so much, like, drama, movement, everything, like... And, like, the belt? Look how much going over the fucking belt right here. Holy shit, man. The flower, the tassels, the dangling elements, the feathers. Dude. And then, like, the hair ornaments. These are all great as well. Like, all the stuff in the back. Oh. And then all this other detailing on the back of the dress as well. Oh, my goodness. It's absolutely fucking incredible. Like... And, like, it's a pretty typical dress structure, right? Where you've got just, like, the long flowing elements and, like, the big sleeves and everything. She doesn't even really have any accessories outside of the hair. But, like, the detailing on the dress and like the way the colors all play together, it's absolute cinema. Like, it's beautiful. Some points taken off for the part at the front here. Her neck's also a little bare. I wish this tattoo was a little bit more prominent, because it, like, the light yellow against her skin gets lost a little bit. And, like, the legs are a little plain, but, like, I think it's fine because of all this other shit that's going on with the dress in the near vicinity at the same time. Oh, my God. The dress, like, you have to respect just the dress alone. It's beautiful. Oh, my God. What a good dress. No notes, cinema. Some minor quibbles, but, like, the dress itself is just so fucking good. Easy S. Right up there with some of the bests. And despite, like, you know, like, no bare legs, not many accessories, whatever. The dress is just so fucking good. The dress is at a 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Amazing. Now, that was fun. We all had fun looking at that very nice dress. I'm glad we all had a good time. So here's the lolly character. You know? And I hate it. It's just... This is one of the weakest little girl characters we've seen so far, because she doesn't even have, like, very many cute accessories compared to, like, some of the other ones, right? Like, she doesn't have Pitch Dark Hook the Greats, like, big poofy hat or anything. Like, you know, the wings on the booties are fine, and, like, the little headpiece is great. Like, her eyes are kind of cool, you know, but, like... Man... That do just be a little girl wearing the little girl dress. With, like, a couple of, like, weirdly intense, like, boots and, like, gloves. And then... You know, this one doesn't even have, like, the standard complaint that I have where, like, I wish I could see this design on a fully developed woman. Because it's just, like, there isn't even really anything going on here. This design on a fully grown woman would not be particularly interesting by itself, because this is kind of just a very plain dress with, like, a little bit of an interesting kind of thing, because we got this kind of, like, metal part at the front, and, like, the flower patterning, you know, that's kind of nice and all, but, like, this design, even, like, blown up, would not be particularly appealing at the same time. Just really not a lot going on here. And this also has the problem of, like, her being very white, and then she's wearing a very white dress, so it kind of feels very hollow. You lose a lot of, like, the fabric against the skin tone, and then... at least she's got very saturated hair. I can't complain that her hair is too desaturated. She's got that going for her, at least. But, man... This is such a snoozer. I hate the little girl designs, and this is one of the worst ones. Just really not even, like, a strong idea for this one. Like, the wings are, like, the idea, basically, and then, like, nothing else going on. And some of it is that, like, she's kind of meant to be a package piece. There are other tribbies that have, like, slightly different designs, so they're kind of meant to be taken together, but they all look broadly the same. Like, just not even a very strong concept for me. I hate it. Cypher. So, I like Cypher. I was very excited for Cypher when she was coming out, because she's a very fun character. She's got the tricksy thief, Genki thief kind of vibe going on. So she's got the Hermes boots. She runs really fast, because she's got the speedy boots. And we get a little bit of that with, like, just that kind of, like, vibe of the boots. They're very tall and got these, like, slight cutout parts on them. That kind of gives me the Hermes boot vibe in general. And then we got, like, the wings at the bottom. They shouldn't be high heels, but, you know, what can you do? I like her tail. And it's accessorized. We love to see it. And then we've got this recurring cat's eye thing, where we've got the cat's eye here, and then we got the cat eye back here with, like, you know, this looks like a full cat cyclops, because you got a bit of the head as well. eye here, you know. And then we got some moon imagery. Moon, moon, moon. There was, I think, one other moon. Oh, we got cat's eye here as well. And then we got the little cat bell down here as well. So I thought there was another moon on here somewhere. Might be missing it. I could have sworn there was another moon in the design somewhere. Either way. I like the hood with the cat ears. That's very fun. And, oh, hey. Also, this necklace. This big mischievous Cyclops cat. That's very fun. I like that a lot as well. The little bow in the hair. Very cute as well. I quite like her eyes as well. This, like, yellow outline. And then the yellow around the pupil as well. That's very good. Like the eyes. The complaint that I have is the main body piece of this outfit is quite plain. Because it's kind of just like a black, like, leotard. And that's a bit unfulfilling. The back's cool, because we got, like, all this, like, interesting cut, the tail, the draping fabrics, the blue and the pink. That's all great. And just a nice, tasteful back and everything. But, like, the front, this is a little plain. We've got a few, like, little cuts in here. It's kind of a little weird that she has, like, this cutout element right where the belly button would be. Or, like, a little bit below. But then she's actually covered up underneath it. Like, it does kind of feel like you should just be able to see her belly button through this. It would need to be slightly higher for that, but, you know. It's a little weird we have this cutout, and then she's just, like, wearing pants, or, like, another, like, garment under there. That's a little weird. Not really the end of the world, just, like, you know, kind of strange. And then, oh, here are the other moons. They're on the bag on her belt. There we go. And there's one there as well. So, you know, we got a lot of coordination with the accessories. Lots of cat motifs, lots of moons, lots of eyes, you know. I think the boots could be a different color. Like, they look a little washed out. I would like if they were a slightly more vibrant color than they are, because they get a little close to the skin tone. It's not that bad. Like, it isn't bad enough that I'll actively complain about it, but I would like if they were a little bit more saturated. And I do like how we have all these things kind of around the leotard, like all these accessories down here. Kind of like to help break it up a little bit. It's just like this big black expanse right here is a little boring. I would like some more detailing and patterning here. Or like, you see how we got this gradient on the arms, which is great, by the way. I love gradients on the clothing in general. Maybe if we could do that over here as well, carry some of that energy through, that'd be nice. But I really like Cypher's design. Some of this is probably biased that I do like Cypher as a character a lot, but I think she's very good. She's probably about there. Hysolins? I don't know. So, right away, really standout design element right here. Her fucking ribcage is just fully on display right there. And, boy, that's quite the striking design choice you made right there. Undeniably so. Now, I am a very squeamish person. Nothing ruins my day faster than being reminded of the fact I have bones and organs in my body. And this does do that. So, I'm not crazy about it personally, but I have to respect the audacity. The sheer... the gall to just have a completely hollow stomach with water in it and you can see the ribs. You know, that's crazy. So this is a big ocean character. You know, we glance over, we see Daughter of the Sea, we see Ocean's Core Flame. We get the vibe with just this. But then also we've got these head elements here. This is like a big kind of narwhal. And then we got all these like coral motifs here. We've got the pearls and the coral and the necklace as well. Yeah, we get the vibe. And then if you missed all that up there, I mean, you know, with a stomach like that, how can you not get the water typing, right? So, the dress itself, her dress, is quite good. It has some of that typical structure to it that we've seen a lot, but we've got some more interesting cuts. We've got long flowing elements in there, and some interesting patterning with like the cracked vein kind of things we've got going on. A little bit of coral in there as well. And the dress is in close proximity to the stomach region, which pulls a lot of focus, you know. And the dress kind of like guides you towards that, because you've got this big open space in the middle, and then you have these like kind of like lines coming from the dress that kind of pull your focus into the middle. So, you know, this is kind of like the main core thing right there. I like the sheer kind of top element that we have in here as well. This has like a name, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. And we've got a bit of we've got some like wear and tear on this outfit. This stocking is ripped. There's some like chunks that have been taken out of the outfit. Some up here as well. So there's a little bit of wear and tear in this outfit. I like this glove. This glove is very good as well. Look, my favorite little thing where there's a thing that hooks around the middle finger. Not quite my favorite thing, because I like when it's like the long sleeve element that hooks around the finger, but, you know, it's reminiscent. And then we've got more of this, like, coordinated elements. We've got the coral. There's coral in the back, but you can't really see it from the back, because her hair is kind of taking up a lot of the real estate back here. And, you know, good, strong design elements. Got a lot of fantasy for this character. Not so much my personal vibe with this whole going on right here, but undeniably a strong concept. Like, I have to respect it, and then we've fully committed to it as well with all these other ocean accessories in here as well. My one complaint would basically be that I think the hair kind of makes the back of her look pretty uninteresting, because it's mostly just like the hair taking up most of this real estate, and you don't get to see like really any of the outfit from the back except for the bottom, which is a bit disappointing. Also, I kind of like this like rib cage element on the back of her shoes back here. That's cool. So I think the hair I would change a little bit, just so we can see some of the back of the outfit. I'm not really bothered how we do this. You could like tie the hair up a little bit more, maybe just shorten the hair. Do that thing they like to do where there's just like a split down the middle so you can see some of the outfit. I think it's disappointing we can't see more of the outfit in the back, but like really strong design, very eye-catching, very unique, strong fantasy, fully committed to the bit. I have to respect it. Even if it's not my vibe, like, I think just for the sheer concept alone, it's got to go up there. Karidra, I don't know, man. And this outfit gives me big Furina vibes, or this design, I should say, gives me big Furina vibes. Basically just because it's like blue and white with like the crown element on the hat at the jaunty angle, you know. It gives me her kind of vibe. I love the shade of blue we've chosen for this. Az, can you please stop complaining? Az! Please. Fine, you sulk. See if I care. I love the shade of blue we've chosen for this outfit. This, like, super rich light blue color is absolute cinema. I love it. And we get a lot of flame motifs. There's obviously flame up here, but then you get the flames with the sleeves as well. So flame motifs for the outfit. I like the asymmetry in the legs, the one tall boot. The legs are not super plain. I like these diamond patterns that we get repeating as well. Diamonds there, diamonds like cut into the outfit. Diamonds up here in the hair. Really like this hair. Or like this like kind of highlight choice we've chosen for the hair here. Because it's very a kind of pop art vibe that, and I like pop art. So her haircut also, really strong haircut. I love all of these like angles. Like this is a very interesting haircut we've got here. Love that a lot. And then we get some more diamonds on the skin itself as well. Very good. This neck piece, all the gold with like the splash of pink against the blue. Very good. Very good. I really love her hair, man. Like, that's a very strong hairstyle. And we get some of that kind of patterning in the back here, where this looks like a jet, like the facets of a gem on these wings back here. Very good. I like that a lot. And this is, you know, it gives a little bit like kind of court jester performer vibes, because it's quite like jaunty and bright and colorful, right? Which I don't mean as like a negative. That's just the kind of energy that it gives me. And kind of tying in with like, it gives me Furina vibes at the same time. It's really like the crown thing at the jaunty angle and the color scheme. But, you know, she doesn't have heterophobia in her eyes, which is a shame, because I think that could do a lot. You know, that always helps spice up the design. Her eyes are quite fun as well, because they've got some of that, like, jewel facet kind of vibe going on in there as well. Very angular shading in the eyes. Very cool, very cool. I like her design a lot. I really like the hair, man. The hair, like, does a lot for me. And, like, the colors that we've chosen for the outfit, very strong, very strong. I like nice, saturated, deep colors. Very good, very good. We got a few rings as well. That's good. I like it. I don't really have anything to complain about, to be honest with you. I think this is a pretty cinema character design right here. Is there anything I'd even nitpick? I don't think so. I would maybe give her under highlights, but I would have put that on most characters, so... It's great. It's great. I think her design's awesome. Really, no notes. She's going pretty high up here, dude. I don't like her more than Herta. I do like her more than... Do I like her more than Fugue? Fugue's dress is really fucking good. I think I like Fugue more. Yeah. But that's everyone. Let's just double check. None of you are in the game. Yeah. Okay, so that's everybody. We've finished out the list. A much more even spread across all of the tiers today, except for the D. Not too many, like, hard misses in the game, but kind of a more mixed bag. I think you get a lot more kind of fine or mad designs, but the ones that, like, are good are really fucking good at the same time. Like, the S tiers are, like, S tiers. So, you know, you get some good, you get some bad, you get a lot in between. It's, I think that Honkai has one of the weaker kind of character design spreads from the Hoyo games. I'm thinking where I would place it in comparison. I think Genshin has the strongest character designs overall. And I think ZZZ is probably worse than Star Rail. But Star Rail is pretty, like, in the middle. Like, you get a very mixed spread with it. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. So please let me know what you think. Please do all of the engagement things that YouTube likes. Thank you very much for watching, and that's all I've got for you. So thank you. Bye-bye.